Dallas helped us a ton, just kind of doing the sniff test on the first house that we bought. Obviously, we were super hesitant and nervous, investing, paying our first down payment that we'd saved up so long for, but got our first house. It was a single family home, kind of renovated to be a triplex. We lived in the basement, rented out the top in the studio. And then after about 9 months, we had enough money to purchase our next investment property. So now we're living in that second home. We rent out the basement. We're living upstairs. We have much more space than we did before, but we're still able to cover our entire mortgage of both homes and then earn some passive income on top of that. So I was actually able to quit my job back in March, not because we're completely financially independent, but because we have enough, because we're not paying rent, we're not paying for a mortgage. We have enough to support our family and our new baby girl. And we hope to just keep doing this every year, buy a new house so we can live rent free and earn money for the future too.
And we found a pretty cool first property for you. If I'm not mistaken, on your very first property, you went from, paying $700 a month in rent, and on your very first rental property, you were instantly living rent free. Like all of your rent covered your entire mortgage payment. Am I correct about that?
Yeah, exactly. So we did have to live in the basement, which, you don't want to do forever. But like I think I said, after about 9 months of living in the basement, we were completely rent free because we were able to find that awesome home. And again, you helped us. Like I remember talking with you on the phone, you saying like, hey, it's ready, fire, aim, because we were so nervous to put an offer on the home. But we did, and we got it. And like looking back, I'm just so grateful that we got that home because it was such a unique property.
That's so cool. Yeah. And once you moved out of that first one, then you rented all 3 units. That building now became positive cash flowing by, I want to say like $1,000 a month, positive cash flow. Is that about right? And then
it's around 1,200 now. And then we do have a few people that have pets, and we're up some of the rent. So it's probably closer to 1,400 of additional income that we're getting per month.
That is so cool. Yeah. So even that the second move is also a great property, but even that first move I think it only took us a handful of months, maybe 4 or 5 months to, from joining to where you're able to get into that first property and start getting that, rent freedom right away. And then, now that you've lived down the road, a year or so down the road, $1,400 a month in cash flow there. Plus, how much are you collecting from your basement of your current property right now?
Our basement of our current property, we're getting $1,400 from them.
Oh,
so
nice.
It doesn't fully cover the rent, it doesn't fully cover the mortgage, but it helps a ton. We're only paying $600 towards our mortgage currently.
That's so cool.
Again, it's covered by our previous property. And
the first property, yeah, you get $1,400 from the first property. So, $600 of that goes towards paying your current rent. And now you get to live in the nicer part. You're living in the nicer, more spacious part of your house and just renting out the smaller basement. And how has it been having tenants in the basement?
It's been great. It's not perfectly soundproof, but obviously there are trade-offs with house hacking. They have a kid, we have a kid, and we just kind of, we're okay with each other's noise here and there. It's not too bad. I feel like we both just kind of keep to ourselves, and you feel like you're living in your own space. So I preach this to everyone. Like if you can find a way to house hack, it's the best way to live, especially in the early years. Like I don't expect to have my dream home right now, but if we, accept some or make some sacrifices now, I know that we can live in our dream home one day.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're willing to do the hard things early, it'll allow you to have all the benefits for the long run.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit more about your experience with the program, like the videos and the online content. How did you enjoy that, or what were your thoughts about that?
So the online content has been great. It's really broken up into bite-sized pieces because none of us have hours and hours to be sitting and watching videos all day. But I can go in and click on a specific area that I want to learn more about, whether that's buying our next investment property and finding a good deal there, or something related to landlording. I can just find it, watch that video, and then go apply the advice from there, the teaching from there, and get my question answered pretty quickly. Having Dallas as a mentor throughout this process has been incredible. Anytime we have a question or we're feeling nervous about something, we can just shoot him a text message, schedule a call, and he's usually pretty available pretty quickly. So we're able to get our question answered and move forward with more confidence in this whole house hacking thing.
Well, thanks, Becca, so much for sharing your testimonial. Any last words that you'd want to share with people that might be watching this video?
Yeah, I just say don't wait, get started now and you won't regret it.